Alright, what's up everybody? In the moment a lot of y'all been waiting for. In my MaloMyotismon deck profile. Whoop whoop. Okay. This is gotta be one of my favorite decks at the moment. Actually, it's the only deck I play in this format at the moment, and I absolutely love it. It's fun as hell, very rewarding, and the combos are absolutely dope. So, it is all started off. We should have sort of also one Digimon, just a simple draw and trash one engine, and then I'm gonna go with 4 of the newer Digimon from BT15. Yes, this one is really good because you're traditionally level 5s, so you want your MaloMyotismon in trash to get the effect of the tamers, and then you also want your other 5s in trash to get them off the tamers. And yeah, that's it. You also want your Malos in trash and Venom, so this all helps facilitate that while also giving you 2 draws, which is really good for you. And to start off the level 3s, we're gonna go with, got 2 guys, of course. They are memory setters. There's not much to talk about there. They stop all the mem game shenanigans from most decks. I still play memory blockers just because, like, I think memory blockers are still really good. So that's the reason why I do it. I don't know how I feel about it too much because I feel like most of the time it just gets blown up really quickly. So, but it doesn't really matter because you can recur it off your Myotismon. You can recur it off your what's it, calling if you need to add it back in the hand. But it's there. It's there. It's there and it does come up, but not as often as you would want. Actually, I think I'll do it this way. Then we got 4 of the Gabus, just because this guy is goated with the fucking sauce. You promote him, he gains 1 memory, and then don't mind me, just fixing something here. You promote him, he gains 1 memory if your opponent has a Digimon in play, and then on top of that, draw 1 trash when it's inheritable, which is really strong because we need all the draw we can. Now, I think this for a lot of people is going to be a little weird. We're only playing 3 Demimeras just because Searcher, and I think we are at 12. With the setup we have, we are at 12, but it searches, and then if it grabs one, searches top 4, grabs a card with Myotismon and text, and if it actually grabs something, it trashes 1 card in hand. Then it has retaliation as inheritable, which actually really does come up. Inheritables are really strong. That's it for our level 4s. Level 3, sorry. Going into level 4s, you get the one of Eismon, of course, is Eismon be goated with the sauce. And then after that, it's simple. Draw 3, trash 2. Strong as hell for us. That's why he was limited to 1 a while ago. After that, we got 3 Bakemon. I still don't know how to pronounce this game. Bakemon, Bakemon. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments. Let me know how you're supposed to say it. I'm not sure. He does draw 1 Digivolving, and on deletion, draw 1 trash 1, which is really good. Also has inheritable of a retaliation, which again does come up a lot of the times. And then our next one, this is going to end it for level 4. There's not running too many level 4s because we don't really need too many. We just need some draw trash to facilitate stuff in trash. That's about it. So we're going 3 again with a Garurumon. And again, 1 Digi, because out of security he plays like a Gabumon or a Mat Tamer. We are playing the Mat Tamer, so that is really good for us because I think this deck does need a memory setter. And then he does same thing, draw 1 trash 1 on Evo, and then his inheritable is 1 attack and draw 1 trash 1, which is really good for us. Yeah. And then the 4s actually allow you to blast Evo into a Myotismon as well too, if you need to. I would never blast over the Eismon unless absolutely necessary, but these 3, that's 6 targets to blast Evo right there. So yeah. This is also going to be another weird one. Not running 4, but I am running 3 Myotismon from BT16 because I don't think he really need the 4. In my experience, I didn't actually need the 4th one, but I do think it does help, but for my build I don't want to run a 4 because I want to run some other text and stuff like that, and going down on those allow me to actually have a good amount of text and stuff. So this is one card I do think you need the 4 of, which is the Arukune. I do think you need 4 Arukune. It's just such a strong searcher. It's like a net 2 in trash. It's a blocker, number 1. It's a 6k 6 cost blocker, evos for 3, and then on play, it searches top 5, and then it trashes 2 cards with Myotismon and its text, and it is cards, not just Digimon, so it does hit the Tamers, does hit the Myotismon, it does hit your options, stuff like that. And then you place the rest of the bottom in any order you'd like, which is really solid. And then it's good level 5 because it's a blocker. 2 MaloMyotismon because I don't think we need too many MaloMyotismons. And yeah, that's just basically it. He has retaliation, he draws 2, trashes 2. And then on deletion, both of these guys on deletion plays out 1 tamer that's not already on the field with Myotismon and his text. So if you have a UKKO, it'll play out your dual tamer. If you don't have the UKKO, you can play out the UKKO. But these guys are most likely playing out dual tamers unless you get a situation where your opponent pops your tamer or sends your tamer back to hand or some shit like that, but you also have the tamers in trash, so these can die and play them. Again, for a lot of you guys, it's going to be a little weird. Another 3 of MaloMyotismon. I feel like maybe you do need the 4, but I've been having a lot of success with just the 3. I've been finding it off of everything. And with the tamers plus these guys with the plays, you can search through your deck really quickly and you can get to the bottom of it like within 3 turns. You can be set up within 2 turns as long as you see these guys in hand at the start of your turn. And then plus the Agu's dying there as well. So it's like you don't really need it, but he is very strong. I will say this now. We don't play the other MaloMyotis because I think this guy is just better and it saves us space for our text again. So this MaloMyotis, when digivolving and when attacking, both when digivolving and when attacking, not once per turn, he allows you to go ahead and delete one of your Digimon or Tamers, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon, and if it doesn't, trash top security, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. If it doesn't delete one of their unsuspended Digimon, it deletes one of their Tamers, regardless of the Tamer being suspended or not. So even if you can't delete one of their Digimon, you can always delete one of their Tamers, which is also a huge plus, because Tamers do be annoying nowadays. You have to be getting rid of them. Yeah, and then in all turns is one of your Digimon and Tamers deleted, trash top card your security stack, which is really good. Had so much success using this guy, so many good plays with him, because you can use like demonic disaster on him to restand and do it all again and kind of like win games by that way, stuff like that. But yeah, and then we're gonna go, we got 2 Venom Myotismon, that's for the fog barriers and stuff, really good. Not much to say about that. Would say they are blocker, 12k blocker, and then they do have on play when digivolving and on deletion, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a 5k, not 5k but level 5 or lower, so that's actually really strong. And then we're gonna get into the techs. We get a Grand Quagmon tech. Used to be at a 2 of, but now it's been cut down to 1. Actually no, sorry, I lied to you, I'm sorry. Ooh, you guys been bamboozled. Spike. I do have it at 2. This is really good. It's an ace. It blasts evos free. If you don't blast evos for 4, which is still fine. On play and on when digivolving, it's gonna go ahead and suspend down 2 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, and then this is the sucky part. The cards it suspends with this effect cannot unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. Then delete one of your opponent's Tamers. One of your opponent's suspended Tamers. So whether you suspended that Tamer or not, you still can delete it. But the sucky part, like I said, is it has to suspend the guys to get the not unsuspending part. So That second clause is a big bummer, but it's understandable. It keeps it in line, keeps it in check. But it's just really good as a defensive option because your deck is pretty much heavy on defense, light on the offense, except for these little guys going to get you the offense. Sometimes these guys are going to get you there too, but you really want to defend until you get set up, and then you can literally wall up and kill your opponent in like one turn. Like think of like a Yu-Gi-Oh deck where you break down your opponent's defenses and then just fucking OTK them on like the crackback or something like that. You know what I mean? And that's what this deck can do. You can OTK real easily. And then our one-of tech, which is a MaloMyotismon, which is everybody, you all know a MaloMyotismon, but I'll explain it. It's evils for 4, which is fine again when digivolving, because the reason why evil for 4, like so we have the mat in here, so when you trash off a her effect, the mat makes this technically a 3 cost because you just suspend the mat. It's a 3 cost now. You don't have to worry about that. But when digivolving main, once per turn, you can trash up to 3 cards in your hand, then play 1 purple Digimon from your trash without paying the cost. Not without paying dollars, with the cost reduced by 3, sorry. For each card trashed by this effect, reduce it further by 1. At your turn, when an effect plays your Digimon, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. With affected, delete, draw 1. This is really strong, like early, mid, I would say early to mid game. Super strong, super effective. It literally wins you games because it's on the board and your opponent has to respect it and get rid of it ASAP. If they don't get rid of it ASAP, you just accrue so much value off of it. Because like you can constantly paying bodies if you wanted to, but if you didn't want to, obviously it just sits there and threatens the constant pressure of just playing a body from trash. Which you can play like anything you want. You can even play this. You play the Venom. You can play the Grand Kawaga. Doesn't really matter. You can play your MyotisMon, your Okune Mummy if you need to get your searchers and get your trash filled up and stuff like that. So yeah, super strong. I'm just gonna rapid fire through these options because there's a lot of one-of option text technically. So we got Calling from Darkness to grab anything back, of course. Death Claw, which you could probably put up to 2 if you wanted to. You just have to find the space. I don't mind it at 1 of right now because if I need to, I can evo and kill one of the level 3s that are floodgates. And kill one of the level 3 floodgates. This also kills a level 3 floodgate. Maybe you do need to bump this up because of that effect, because that is a problem. But the only problem is this thing requires you to delete a Digimon to delete one of theirs, so that is the only downside. And then talked about this earlier, 1-of Demonic Disaster. It was a 2-of, but I cut it down to a 1-of just so I could fit in one more Venom Infusion without cutting down the Grand Kawagamons. But this card is coming in clutch really well. Like, it literally won me multiple different games. This card is fucking huge. Like, it allows you to pop one of your Digimon to unsuspend one of your other Digimon, so you target anything else on board to unsuspend this guy. And even targeting and deleting your MyotisMon is not that big of a problem because half of the time you're going to 4 off the Gabu. When you push up the Gabu in the back, you go into 4. And I've done that where I pop this. That's technically 3 costs. Plus the 1 for this is 4. And I've passed and put my opponent over to 1 while making sure they wouldn't be able to swing over the Malo, or I even just like went to 0, swung, and then like deleted top security and then swung for game. And the other neat thing about Malo, I forgot to mention, Malo does not need to target one of your purple Digimon or Tamers. So Malo just straight up deletes one of your Tamers. It doesn't matter what color it is, which is actually really nice. We went 2 fog barriers, obviously, for the 2 Venom MyotisMon over here, which is really strong. You got Mist Barrier, or Fog Barrier. I like Fog Barrier, Mist Barrier. They're both not bad. I just don't know why they changed the name over here. Doesn't make any sense, but anyways. Main, delete one of your Digimon. You may play one of your MyotisMon from your trash without paying the cost. And then place this card in your battle area. All turns, when one of your MyotisMon is deleted, delay, you may play one of your MyotisMon from your trash without paying the cost. So like this to kill this, one of these guys, or even some of your other guys, so you can trigger your eggs is actually really good. I actually had a lot of times where I literally killed one of the MaloMyotismon Arakunes to play a Myotismon from trash, and then these play out the Tamer. And then since I was at 4 from the Gabu, I could just go ahead and drop another Arakune or Mummy, whatever I had in hand at the time, just to have like another blocker up. So I'm sitting on like 2 blockers plus a fog barrier if they try to get pop the Myotismon. I do wish this had left the battle area instead of like being deleted. Yeah. Yeah. It's so much better if it said let's move from the battle area, you know? Okay. So this is gonna make a lot of sense. Venom Infusion. Gonna run yeah, we're gonna run like 3 Venom Infusion just because it's a really good removal card. Plus, if you trash anything on Myotismon and its tech, it's going to draw you 2. It's really strong, and it has the same effect out of security of main by trashing one Digimon card in your hand. You may delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the equal to or less than play cost as the trash card, and if you trash the card with Myotismon and its text, draw 2, which is again really strong cycle. So you can use this early on, mid game, late game. You're always drawn 2. And then for the Tamers, as I said, for the options for the Tamers, we don't run any Minbus, we don't run any trainings. I don't. In all my decks, by the way, I'm just gonna throw this out there real quick for you guys. You'll never see trainings. Not because I hate trainings. It's off the simple fact of they are too expensive and I'm not buying that shit, okay? I play via with willing to suspend, and I'm not willing to spend that much on trainings for every single fucking color, because I do think you need it for every single color. Anyways, 3 UKKO, again, probably really weird for a lot of you MaloMyotismon and purple players. We only need 3. Again, you've got so much search going on. You got like 1, 2, 3. Plus the Tamer, so that bumps it up. And you got so much cycle going on here too. I don't think you really need it. And then obviously he pops him. He suspends himself to gain 1. If your Digimon Myotismon on his team dies, and then he pops himself at the end of the turn, your opponent's turn to drop him out. Myotis from your trash. And then we got Arakune and Mummy. This is really good Tamer. There's no on play, unfortunately, which I do kind of wish it wasn't on play, where you could play like a Gimme Debbie for free or some shit like that. A little strong, would be a little strong. But yeah, when you would play a MaloMyotismon or a Kunemon, you can delete this Tamer to reduce the play cost by 3. So your MaloMyotismon or Kunemon is always going to cost 3. One of the major reasons where you're playing so low on the top end, well, not on the top end, but on the low end, we don't have much as you would see for level 4 and stuff like that. But then on deletion, you may play 1 level 5 or lower card with Myotismon text, with Myotismon and its text, without paying the cost. At the end of your opponent's turn, delete it. So you would play whatever you would play out, you would delete it. And in a lot of situations, in most, I would say in most situation and matchups, you're playing out your Myotismon. The only time you probably would want to be cautious playing out your Myotismon is against Tyrant and against Blue, because they can bottom deck it. That does kind of come up and does matter. So I would keep an eye out on that, but not too bad. 2 mats, because like I said, you do need the memory blocker, you do need the memory setters, and then plus when you trash a card off, a lot of your effects here, you're gaining 1. You got to trash here, trash here, trash here, trash off the bake and the 4s here, all the 4s trash, which is really good. The Anubis trash here, which again you'll make the Anubis free. And the last one is another tech here, Digi Emperor, because I'm tired of the Ukos. I'm really tired of the Ukos. I will fucking lose it if I run into another Ukomon. Go fuck yourself if you're playing that package. That package is so stupid. It takes away the creativity of deck building. It literally is just the end all be all. Like, oh, I don't know what to put in my deck. Uko. It's literally like a lower end Death X, Shine, Ruin mode, stuff like that. Like you know what I mean? Like you just throw it in there and you gain so much value. You just go so fast. Okay, I hate it. I hate it. That shit should have never been added into this game. And if it was, they should have just put like heavy restrictions on it, because like it just being free is insane. Like the value from that shit is just free and abundant. Like, what are we doing here? I hate that package. Don't get me started on that. We're not gonna have a little discussion on that right now. I hate it. I hate it. And that's why DJ Emperor's here. You play UKKO, go fuck yourself. Simple as that. But yeah, that's my deck list. Again, before I made changes to make this deck profile, the only thing I didn't have in here was like Venom Infusion. Took out one Venom Infusion for the Demonic Disaster. That's what you have the build beforehand. But the new build does have 3 Venom Infusion, because I think you do need the 3 removal, maybe even need the 4th. So yeah, this is not an end all be all deck profile. This is just what I've been playing, what I've been having a lot of success with. I think this deck actually low-key has a lot of good matchups in this format outside of Blue. Blue just kind of eats this deck alive because they can just bottom deck at will. It doesn't really fucking matter. I've tried playing around the bottom decking, and that is just so hard, because your whole game plan is like, we need to be on board dying. To play around, you would have to constantly pop your MaloMyotismon yourself, and then pray to God that they don't have like, and get rid of your UKKOs in some way, shape, or form. But yeah. For other techs I was thinking about this deck was like Plutomon, just so you Plutomons can get off some of these option cards for free if you have them in hand. He's a smaller body. Purple doesn't really have any good level 7s you can do outside of like blast mode, so you can like swing over like the Tyrant if you don't have the other thing. Because that's the other problem, like we can't really swing over Tyrant. We'd have to have like retaliate. We can't even retaliate into Tyrant either. You'd have to like pop it with effects, or just ignore it. Which sometimes just ignoring the Tyrant can actually work too. So yeah, because if you ignore it with a Malo on board, a suspended Malo on board, you kind of force them into like, do you swing into this or keep your your Tyrant either swings or he stays unsuspended, just so at the end of your turn you can suspend him and kill me. So it sometimes ignoring a Tyrant is fine, but let me know what you guys think about this deck build. Let me know how you guys feel about if you guys would play this yourself. Let me know what your guys' techs are. I'm interested to see what you guys are playing. If you're playing UKKOmon in this deck list, don't talk to me. Simple as that. I'm being nice as possible right now. Do not talk to me. Okay? I'm gonna save you trouble from typing in the comments saying you play UKKOmon in here. I don't care. Don't care. I won't lie. I tried it myself. It's like, let's see how fucking stupid this shit is. It's very stupid. It's very stupid. It literally just makes every deck better, but it takes away the fun of building. It takes away the creativity of building, and it just takes away the personality you could put in your own decks. And that's a whack. That's lame. Just so you can have like a fucking rookie rush package that gains you memory. It's fucked up. Anyways, sorry, off topic. Anyways, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. Oh wow, almost whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. All right, and watch it, chat, and all that jazz. See y'all. See what you bring. Be safe, Frosty. I'm out.